God, I need to get the title right. If you book today now, you're probably in like next 3-4 months. Unknown's Gaber State Gang. Oh Jesus. Hey guys, welcome to P.O.V Travels. Welcome to my page. Welcome to my channel. This is the first time I talk about what my life has been in Germany so far. You know, how you can come to Germany and basically my experience, right? Today we'll be talking about the 4 things you need to do, or the 4 things you need to be aware of once you get into Germany. Actually, the 4 things you need to do. God, I need to get the title right. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. These are the 4 most important things you need to do once you get into Deutschland.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
First up, you need to get your SIM card. You need a SIM card. You need a phone number for every thing you need to do in Germany, right? Obviously, and you also need a number to communicate with your loved ones back home. You need. I can't start listing the amount of reasons why you need a phone number. So yes, you need to get a SIM card. Now, what kind of SIM card should you get?
Continue.
First of all, you need to know that there are different types of SIM cards here in Germany. There's the phone contract, there's the prepaid, and there's the postpaid. Okay, all these 3 different types have their benefits and disadvantages. I'm not going to go into all that, but I'm going to tell you this. Please kindly go for the prepaid once you get into Germany for the first time as an international student, right? Use the prepaid. When you settled and you understand more about, the telecommunication, which one works for you, which one you like, then you can decide, okay, I want to go for the phone contract with this particular network or this particular network, right? So please use the prepaid. The prepaid, there are different providers. We have the Little Connect, we have Audi Talk, we have Libara, and we have Penny. There's a lot, right? I use Audi Talk and Penny. They're good. I recommend them to you, but their services aren't in English. Their services are in German. How I use them is I translate, use Google Translate. Quite stressful, but yeah, that's what I do. Libara is the only one that provides services in English, so you can go for that if it's gonna make things easy for you. So yeah, make sure you set that up and you'll be good. Number 2, open an online bank. You need to open an online bank. You need to create an online bank, because I'll just said create a bank account. But I'm saying specifically online, because that's the only kind of bank you can create once you land in here. You can't just walk into a bank and say you want to open an account. To set up a bank account, you need your city registration, right? For you to get your city registration, you need an address. Oh my God. This is where online banking comes into play. This is where online banking comes to the rescue. So you need to set up an online bank, right? There are 2 online banks that I'll recommend for you. One is Revolut, and 2, Bunk. Or Bonk. Bonk.
1 hour later.
I'm gonna go with Bunk or Bonk. I don't know. Yeah, those are the 2 that I'd recommend for you to go for, whichever one suits you. But I use Revolut, and I would recommend that you use Revolut because their services are top notch. If you eventually set it up, you can never go wrong with Revolut. What do you need to set up a Revolut account? Basically your phone number and an address. You could use, maybe you're staying with a friend, you could use that address, your sublets, and you can use that address for the main time and change it later. You can use that and it works. Set it up, link your locked account to your online bank, and start receiving your money so you can move about your daily life, do things you gotta do, buy groceries, eat, make you see front. All right. Third thing I want you to know that you have to do once you get into Deutschland is get an accommodation. You have to get a place to stay. You have to get a roof over your head, right? Obviously. And like I said in my previous video, this doesn't come easy, right? There's a lot of competition, a lot of demand, and your budget would determine how fast you get this place, right? And as a student, the competition is really high because we students usually try to get the affordable, the cheap accommodation, right? So yeah, for the accommodation, there are different kinds of accommodation. There's the student apartment, which is called the Wohngemeinschaft. There's the student dorm, which is called the Studentenwohnheim. There are also sublets. For example, this apartment is in my name, right? I'm paying the rent right now. If I'm to travel for like a month or 2 or 3 months, I can sublet this place to someone else, be it a student, be it doesn't necessarily have to be a student, it could be anybody, right? Yeah, because sublet is to the person. The person is gonna be paying the rent for this place. I mean, we're gonna come to a certain form of agreement. And yeah, for the period I'm away, the person is gonna be here. He can stay here while he's looking for his own place. So yeah, you can also go for that. There are different platforms where you can find this: WhatsApp groups, Facebook, school group chats, the international office. You can just let everyone you come across, everyone you get in contact with, know you're looking for a place. And please be careful before you give anybody money. Ensure that what you're paying for actually exists, right? If you have the means to go check these places out yourself, please do. If you have someone that can do that for you, why not? By all means, right? How did I get my place? I got it through a WhatsApp group, just my department WhatsApp group. I contacted someone knew someone, and yeah, that's how I got my place. Luckily, I got it before I got here. So that could also happen to you. Also, ensure you register or you book a place on the Studentin VEC. Every city has a Studentin VEC. It's an organization that aids students and international local students on getting accommodation in the student dorms. Usually they have student dorms close to your school. So yeah, ensure you register on there because it is really, really competitive, and most of the times it's on a first come first served basis. So the queue can be really, really long. I've been on the queue for like over a year. People have been on there for like 2 years, so it's really long. So make sure you register. Once you get your admission letter, register on the student invite. I'm going to leave a link of all this down in the description. And now the final thing that I want you to know is your Anmeldung. Anmeldung, aka city registration. You have to do your city registration in Germany. You can't just be in Germany and you're not registered in the city. It's not possible. You cannot survive because everything you do after is dependent on that particular document. So you cannot move forward if you do not have your city registration. So, and to get the city registration, you have to have an accommodation. So you see, one thing leads to the other. You can't skip one step. So yeah, make sure you do your Anmeldung and please register on time. Book an appointment on time. Once you get in here, go on the site, your city, book an appointment ASAP. Don't waste time, because sometimes this before they'll give you the appointment, Germany now, the rush. If you book today now, your appointment are like next 3-4 months.
What the hell you say?
You need to just do your things fast, because to get a job you need to provide your tax ID. To get your tax ID, you need to provide city registration.
They struggle.
This needs to be done usually in the space of 2 weeks. I think by law you have 14 days to do it once you land in Germany. But most of the time that's not the case, considering the difficulty in getting an apartment. But that shouldn't be a problem, right? It happens to people. You can do it on time. There is no problem. Whenever you get your apartment, you can always go do it, but always try to make sure you do it early. Let's give or take, just say a month at the max. Give yourself a month to get a place. Make sure you do it early to avoid further complications. For you to do the Anmeldung, you need a certificate from your landlord. You need to have gotten a place, and that certificate is called the
Hey y'all, come look at this.
Wohnungsbestätigung. Oh Jesus! Certificate is called the Wohnungsbestätigung. Yes, you need that. You need your passport, obviously with the visa inside, and a form. At some cities, you can register you can fill the form online before you go for your appointment. But in my city, I filled the form there in person, right? So for this Anmeldung, and as with every important thing in Germany, you have to book an appointment. Those are the 4 things you need to do once you get into Germany. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helps you, help someone, and sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also share to someone that you think this video might help. Thank you for staying to the end. Stay safe, stay blessed, and good luck in your applications. Good luck, for real. Penwell Okurita Victor is out.